So I wanted a couple of things pumpkin-y, but didn't want to spend too much time on them. And then I found a pumpkin bread recipe, a pumpkin bread recipe that I will have linked in the description below. I already have everything for the most part already measured out, so should be a quick and easy process. This specific recipe is going to have you do the dry ingredients first, then your wet ingredients. It's a 1 bowl recipe. We love those. So we're going to start with our flour first, which is going to be 3.5 cups. 3 1/3. Measured out all of the spices and whatnot because I just think that it's easier. I've learned this through watching other people on YouTube and Food Network shows. They always pre-portion out and measure all the small ingredients, and it does make it a little bit easier. So anyway, this is going to have 1.5 teaspoons salt, 2 teaspoons baking soda, 1.5 teaspoon ground cinnamon, 1.5 teaspoon ground nutmeg, 1/4 teaspoon ground cloves, 1/4 teaspoon ground allspice, 1/4 teaspoon ginger. That was nice. It already smells like fall. Okay, the next thing is going to be 2 cups granulated sugar. And I've already had the oven preheating, so it's already ready to go. I think I actually just did this out of order. Nope, we're good. Okay, so then 1/2 cup of brown sugar. I'm so excited because yesterday was the first day of fall. But today was 63 degrees. It's cloudy and gorgeous and my personal favorite kind of weather. Okay, so once you have your brown sugar measured out, I'm gonna go ahead and put that in there. Then we are going to do 1 cup canola oil. I'm personally not a big fan of cooking or baking with canola oil or vegetable oil. We normally use butter or avocado oil. And I've used avocado oil many times in my baking recipes, and I think it's lovely. It literally makes no difference. So, and we're gonna do, I think it was 1 cup. Yeah, 1 cup. Now this recipe does specifically say canola or vegetable oil. We're not doing that. This, when I found this recipe, I was really excited because it's a very moist recipe, which is good. It's not going to be dry. So do not be afraid of all of the liquid. 4 large eggs. I am so excited. I just love fall. I love autumn. I love Christmas. I love all the coziness. I live my summer waiting for autumn and winter. So I'm very excited. It is our time to shine. We live in Missouri, and my husband sent me a text message a couple of days ago for like an autumn festival in Hartburg, Missouri. I don't know where that's at, but he sent me the website and I thought it looked really stinking cute. So we're going to be going to that. And I tell you, I am just so amped. I've never really been able to participate in fall festivals or anything like that during this time of the year because I've always been working. And this year is going to be a little bit different. So I'm very thankful for that. I'm thankful to have the opportunity to go and enjoy some of the stuff that I've always wanted to go enjoy. Okay, so there's our eggs. I also was inspired by this recipe because it uses cloves. And if you were watching the, I think it was the last video, or maybe it was a community post. I was talking about using cloves, and I ground cloves, and it was just heavenly. But one of my subscribers, Olga, who is so encouraging to me, she was telling me about her Greek ancestry. She was telling me about how in Greek recipes they have some cookies that use clove and whatnot. I've never used clove in cookies. I've never really utilized clove really at all, but this recipe calls for cloves, so I was really excited. It made me think of her, so thank you very much, Olga. I appreciate you. All right, so there's that. Doing this also has made it way less messy. I don't know about you, but I spent all morning doing dishes, and I don't really want to do that again. So we did our eggs. Oh, okay. So I've measured out 15 ounces of pumpkin because I buy the big cans. So here's 15 ounces. And this is pumpkin puree. This is not a pie filling. And then 2/3 cup water and 1 teaspoon vanilla extract. I almost want to do this with milk, but I don't know if I can substitute with milk for this recipe or not. On the plus side, as I'm reading through this blog's comments on this recipe, everyone loves it. Literally, it's all 5 stars. So maybe I shouldn't jack with it, just commit. So water, 2/3 cup water. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom. We're not gonna mess with a good thing. Okay. Well, I can tell you where I already messed up. We were supposed to have already mixed some of this together. And also in this recipe, if you have an 8x4 bread loaf pan, you're able to make 2 loaves. But if you have a 9x5, you can make 1 smaller loaf. So we're going to make 1 smaller loaf because I only have 9x5s. That doesn't make any sense. Maybe I don't make sense. Where does it discuss? Okay. I think we're done. You don't want to have any lumps in this recipe. She's very clear about that. You want no lumps, otherwise when you pour it in and you bake it and you bite into it, you might bite into a nice little lump of flour. So anyway, judging this recipe, it's a very easy recipe. Not a lot of cleanup involved, but that's also, I don't know, I made it a little bit easier for myself. I know it talks about the sizes of the actual pans because I measured my pan just to be on the safe side. Am I crazy? Did I make that up in my head? Oh no, here it is, okay. This recipe makes 2 8x4 loaves. You can have the recipe and make 1 8x4 loaf or 1 9x5 loaf. If you're using a 9x5 loaf pan, the bread will not be as tall as the bread pictured here. Okay. So I don't have any parchment paper. So we're gonna have to spray it down real nice and thick. Pumpkin puree. So I already messed this up because I didn't mix at the right times. I mixed all at one time. So hopefully that doesn't negatively impact this too much. So we'll see by the end. I don't have any parchment, so I'm going to spray with Baker Joy. So this takes 55 to 65 minutes or until the cake tester comes out clean, and we always just use a toothpick. Allow to cool for 10 minutes before removing. Our loaves, pumpkin loaf. We're going to let those sit for just a moment. It's always important to thoroughly read the recipe and not jump the gun. I have a very short patience span, and I want to do things right now, and that normally shoots me in the foot. So slow down, read the recipe. Make sure you don't spend the entire time messing up. I think we did good though. They smell really good. They look beautiful. So we're gonna let these set for just a moment, and now we are going to make our streusel top. For the crumble top, it is half a cup of butter, cold and cubed. That may or may not work out for us. We'll find out. Half a cup brown sugar. That'll be all right. And then 1 teaspoon cinnamon. Nope. So my camera died, as it does quite often. I think that these are ready to go. They're still pretty warm, but I'm gonna take them out and see how we did. Okay. Well, this is the part that scares me. Oh. Oh, and it's so soft. Oh, it's so, oh, that is so, that is a perfect butt. That's a perfect bottom. Look at that. It's, I was not, wow. Wow. Okay. Hopefully you like this. It just turned out so beautifully. You can't really tell very well, but it's beautiful. Ah, we did it. We did it. Now let's cut one of them in half. I think that this recipe, I think this is a beautiful height. I think that is like the perfect little loaf. So we are just going to cut in. Oh yeah, that's gorgeous. That's beautiful. I think that this turned out beautifully. Oops. Our crumble is fantastic. I don't know if you can see it, but there's this gorgeous steam. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. I'm gonna post this back up and get a little plate. That is just gorgeous and baked all the way through. Oh man, you couldn't ask for anything better than that. So my husband approves. He really likes it, so I'm gonna taste it. Whew. Probably should let it cool down just a little bit longer. That is yummy. That is very good. Crumble is good. I think this would be lovely Thanksgiving morning, Christmas morning. This recipe is very much so worth giving a shot. Again, I'm going to have it in the comments. I'm sorry, in the description below. And if you make this, let me know how yours turns out. But thank you for being here. Thank you for spending some time with me, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.